everyone, and welcome to this video on Math Made Simple. Today I'm going to be going over two-digit multiplication. Basically, today I'm going to be showing you how to do 2 digits times two-digit numbers. So, let's get started. So, 2 digits times 2 digits isn't that much different from 2 digits times 1 digit, or even just 1 times 1 digit. So, if you just follow along, it's not very confusing or hard. You just need to stick with it and keep practicing. So, let's begin with an example. Let's do 21 times 65. So, here we have our example problem. And the way we will start it off is first we'll find the out. Well, first I like to use the top number to do my multiplication, and you always start with the number in the ones digit in place. So you start with this 1 and multiply by this 5. So you see it, and you write your answer down here. Remember to write the answer for here, up here, and then not down here because that could get confusing with your other numbers. So we'll do 1 times 5, and that is 5, and write it here. Write it neatly so it's not confusing. Now we'll do the same. Next step is to do the same 1 times this 6. Put the answer right here. So 1 times 6 is 6. So, or you could just think 1 times 65 is 65. Alright, and now moving on to our 2 and the tens place. So, before we start multiplying for our next set, we have to put a 0 here. The reason we do that is because this 2, in place value, 21, this would be 1, and 2 would be 20. So, the 2 stands for a 20, and we need to put a 0 there because of that. Same if it was a 5 or a 6, it would be a 50 and a 60. So that's why we put our 0 there. And then we can start. So we'll do 2 times 5, and that's 10. So we'll put our 0 here because that was in the ones place in 10. But wait, we have an extra 1 which represents a 10. Where do we put that? Well, we can't do that, but we have to carry our 1. You can place your 1 at the bottom or at the top. It just depends whichever one works for you. So I'm going to put this at the top for now. So we have our 10, 1, and 0. So that's our 10. And now we do 2 times 6, and that's 12. So we have our 12. We have to carry this 1 again. So we'll put our 1 up here. And we have our 2. But wait, what about this 1 left over from 10? Well, we add that together. So 1 plus 2 is 3. And then we don't have anything else to multiply it by because there's nothing here. And so we just have this 1 floating up, but we still have to use it. So we'll just bring that down, and that is now a 1. And now for our final step, we add them together. So 5 plus 0, 5, 6 plus 0, 6, 3 plus nothing, 3, 1 plus nothing, 1. So that's our answer, here. And we can go over to a calculator to check. The way we'll check it is 1365 divided by 65, and it should equal, let's just put an X, and X should be 21. So let's go check. Alright, and we have our answer on our calculator. Thank you, calculator. And our answer is truly 21, so that is correct. If you have trouble remembering to multiply everything by the numbers it's supposed to be multiplied by, let's do 21 times. Let's use this problem as an example. So say if you do 1 times a 3, and then you forget the 1 times the 6 maybe, and then you add your 0, 2 times 3, 6, maybe you forget that, and then do 12. So you're going to get the wrong answer. A trick you can use is by, when you multiply, you should do 1 times 3, 1 times 6 in this case, and then 2 times 3, 2 times 6. And if you do all multiply correctly, the shape it should make is this bow tie-ish thing. So it's supposed to make a shape somewhat like that. But always remember to try and remember to multiply everything, but that's just a little trick you can use if you're like, hey, I don't think it should be 120, am I missing something? Now let's do another example. So this time our example is 52 times 76. The first thing we do is 2 times 6, 12, carry the 1. This time I'm going to carry them and put them under here, just to give you a little demonstration of how each one works. They're not that much different. It just depends what works for you. And also, we've done 2 times 6, where we can put a little line there, just to help me remember. Now we'll do 2 times 7, 14, carry the 1, 4 plus 1, this little 1 down here, is 5. And we've done that, so we're there. Now we can make this a full one because there's nothing else to multiply by. So now we'll do 5 times 6 and 30, carry the 3, but first we have to put a 0 down here. Carry our 3, add our 0, and we've done that. And now 5 times 7 is 35, carry the 3. 5 plus 3 is 8. And we can make that a full 3. Then we add. But first, have I multiplied everything? I think so. This shape looks like it's supposed to, like a bow tie. It's just how I remember. And now we'll add. Now we can check. That's the problem we're aiming for, so. Alright, and 52 equals 52, so our answer is correct. Alright, now it's time for you to pause your video to do this problem on paper. And you can unpause your video and I will go over how to do this. If somehow you get stuck in it, don't worry, I'm going to go over how to do this one at the end. So pause your video now to do this. Okay, are you back? Alright, so on this problem, we'll start with 2 times 9. 18, carry your 1. This time I'm going to put my 1 at the top. I don't have a preference or anything, but I find it easier at the bottom. Just depends what works. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 1 is 28. So we can erase our little 1 up here. Carry our 2. I'm just going to put it down there for now. And since there's nothing else to multiply by, it becomes a full 2. And now we do our extra little 0 here. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. Add. Carry your 1. It doesn't matter where you put your 1. 1 plus 2 was 3 plus 3 is 6. So that's our answer. 608 divided by 32 is our check. So $19 and 19 equals 19, and that is correct. Alright, now for some extra practice problems. Alright, so here are your problems. You can pause the video now to do these and check them against the description. I'll also have some extra practice problems in the description, and you can check those in a calculator. So pause your video to do these. Good job, you've completed the lesson. Remember, this kind of multiplication isn't really hard. It's just a series of 1-digit times 1-digit numbers. Just don't stress out if you see a big number. And remember your tips and tricks, and good luck. Alright, that's the end. Remember to like and subscribe for more. Don't forget to subscribe to my main channel, Awesomeness751, the channel I made for my cat, Snowball and Tamale, and of course, Math Made Simple. Bye, and see you next time.